Hello to anyone watching this video. This is Carpe Diem Reboot, a game I pledged on Kickstarter in 2016. I randomly came across it and liked the idea of the story, and this is my playthrough of it from about a year ago. Despite some reservations, I felt that the game was quite enjoyable. I hope you feel the same. And start. Nothing lasts forever. Do I press this button? Or can I just click it? Okay. All moments eventually come to an end. People eventually leave your side. Feelings eventually fade away.
Hey.
Being attached to something would just bring you pain in the long run.
Hey.
Is that I? So isn't it better to not bother dealing with anything in the first place?
Young, are you listening?
Of course I am. What was it again?
You're dozing off. Are you tired?
No, I'm not.
That's the third time today already. Tell me if you want to call it a day.
Third time? What do these buttons mean? That's the sound. I'm guessing that's settings. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's quick save. I'm guessing that's quick load. Okay. Sorry, a random thought just came into my head. We can keep going.
I see. Anyway, look at this.
She hands me a flyer. She might have grabbed it while I was daydreaming. It says something about fireworks. A fireworks event happening tonight.
I want to see it.
I want to see it. This is a public event.
I'm aware.
Which means there will be a lot of people.
And?
I don't like crowds, remember? Sounds like me.
Well, you gotta suck it up.
I'd rather not. How about we just chill around here instead?
Oh, come on. We've been walking around here for a few hours now. There's nothing left to see.
She grabs my arm and insists that we go.
Please?
Fine. I let out a soft sigh. Yeah. Fine. Yep, that's just how I felt. It's true that it's better to actually go somewhere than to roam around aimlessly. No, it's not really. I don't know. We walk towards the area where the event will be held. It's not far from here, but it's still a bit of a walk. Lots of walking. The sun was just setting when we arrived. It's quite packed in the area, so we decided to climb up the hill. It's less crowded here, and the view isn't bad either. We made it somehow.
Just in time.
Yep.
I'm so excited to see the fireworks.
Okay, at least her expressions on her face has changed, so they can do that. I still don't like the hands. They should have done something about the hands. It's like, why? Maybe this is supposed to, like, represent her being, like... I don't know.
Oh, snap!
And... what is it?
We should have bought food on our way here.
You need to control your food urges. You'll get...
Say it. I dare you.
Never mind. That was close. I thought I saw my whole life flash before my eyes for a second there. You can just say chubby. You'll get a little chubby. Nothing wrong with chubby women. I like chubby girls. The event finally started. Not long after, fireworks filled the night sky. I've never been a big fan of these kind of things, but this is definitely nice to see. My eyes lock onto the bright lights shooting through sky. Shooting through this. Shouldn't it be through the sky? I continue to stare as they erupt into something so beautiful that I almost lose track of where I am. The loudly cheering crowds add to the fun and exciting vibe. I is just standing there beside me, happily watching. The lights illuminate her pretty face and reflect so clearly in her eyes. Everything at this moment is just so beautiful. It makes me wish that this could last forever. But it's not.
It's time.
Yep, it's time. And the program crashes. She turns to me and gives me a melancholic smile. The atmosphere that was entirely happy and romantic just a few seconds ago suddenly becomes heavy. And the fireworks fade away. I stop hearing the fireworks, the crowd, and everything else. I look at her straight in the eyes. I feel like I want to say something to her, but I can't seem to find the right words.
You know,
What is it?
I think you need to move on.
Oh wow, she's telling me to move on. Pathetic. It's pathetic that she's the one telling me this. But as much as it hurts, she's right. I can't keep... excuse me. I was trying to say keep and going at the same time. I can't keep going on like this. But I don't know what to do. I mean, even if I did, I wouldn't know how, or if I could even bring myself to do it.
Well, I guess this is it for today.
I guess.
Young, I understand. But you'll end up hurting yourself. After all, I'm just...
And program crash. Have you heard of the Turing test? It's an evaluation of a machine's ability to exhibit human intelligence. Whether it can act or speak like a human would. But however good a machine becomes, however indistinguishable it is from humanity, it will never be an actual person. Just like I. No matter how good her program is, no matter how much I deny it myself, she will never be real. We live in two different realities. She will continue to dwell inside the artificial world that I created. Just as I expected, the program lasts shorter and shorter each time. Oh, really? So he's been playing this thing a lot. I stare at my monitor, feeling empty inside. I don't even know what to think right now. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I need. The only thing I know for sure is that I know I'm not giving up on this anytime soon. Good night, I. This has been a great Valentine's date. Until next time. Alright, so far it's okay. It's not bad. Reboot. I'm not having a bad time, we'll say that. Ugh. It's morning, I think. Oh, that's a nice apartment. Or a nice room. He has a nice room. My room is completely enclosed. It isolates me from the outside world. I don't see the sun very often, but I can tell when it's up. The atmosphere is just different. Not that it matters, though. I glance at the clock. It's 9 a.m. It's unusual for me to wake up this early. I've only slept for 3 hours, but for some reason I don't feel tired at all. I'm full of energy to the point where I might be able to survive this entire day without eating. There's an hour before the program starts up again. I go to the bathroom to take a nice shower. Okay, good. Sound effects. I'm done, but there's still time to spare. I sit at the computer. What should I do while waiting? Check email. Yeah. It's been a while since I personally checked my email. I usually leave it to I, but I've got nothing better to do right now. Let's see. 31 unread messages, all of which are work-related. That's a lot. I know I is amazing when it comes to doing work, but it never fails to amaze me how she can handle this much. I don't know whether I should be proud of I or myself for making her.
What are you doing?
Hello, I. Whoa. Why is he surprised? So I guess that's not part of her program. You scared me. Don't just pop out of nowhere.
Where else am I supposed to pop out of?
Good point.
Well?
Well, what?
Do you need help with something? What can I help you with?
Oh, nothing. I was just bored. How are the projects going?
The same way they always do.
Oh, that's nice. I noticed you've been taking on more projects at a time now. Make sure you don't stress the system so much.
It's fine.
Okay.
Trust me. The environment I rendered yesterday takes way more resources than doing a dozen projects at the same time.
Oh, that would explain why the thing keeps crashing, because it uses up a lot of resources. Okay. I see. I suddenly freeze for a few seconds. Being reminded of last night made me a bit embarrassed. I could not look at her.
Are you okay?
I'm good. Yeah. No. I don't know. I'm looking away, but I can sense... Excuse me. I'm looking away, but I can sense her gazing back at me. I'm sure she can tell what I'm thinking, and I want to ask her what she's thinking, but I'm afraid of what the answer might be. So, are you going to start working now? I shouldn't be bothering you.
I was just thinking that.
Oh. Okay then. I guess I'll go eat.
Eat what? You don't have any food left here.
Wait, how do you know that? How does she know that? Does she have cameras? Are you spying on me? Are you serious?
I told you to buy groceries the other day, but you didn't listen.
You know, you should use Amazon Prime, or Prime Now, it's called. You could just have the delivery, you could just have the groceries delivered to you now. Isn't that quite convenient? Ugh, what a pain. How's it a pain? You can just order groceries online. Come on. Well, I did say I had enough energy to last the rest of the day. I'll buy groceries tomorrow. No, do it today. My stomach growls loudly. Why, stomach? Why have you forsaken me? I thought you had my back. I trusted you.
I think you should go buy them now.
Yes. Just go on Prime Now, order some groceries. You have to spend at least $20, and then you can have it delivered to your, to your place. Well, maybe wherever he lives, they don't have that. It's possible. They probably don't have those. I reluctantly stand up and walk up to my closet. I randomly grab whatever I see first and throw it on. I look like a hobo, but I don't care. I'm only going to be gone for a little while anyway. I didn't want to go outside today. Just have your stuff delivered. Come on. You don't have any pizza place? Or some Chinese or something?
Oh, by the way.
What's going on? She stops me before I leave my room.
Your birthday is coming up, isn't it?
Oh, she knows my birthday. Now that you mention it, She smiles at me.
I bought some things online. I think they should be arriving soon.
Wait, what? How can she do that? How can she do that? So, does she have access to my bank account? I don't know. That's kind of weird. What? You bought me something with my money without telling me? She has access to his bank account. I'm pretending this is me. Bought something with my money without telling me?
Technically, it's my money, you know.
Wait, how's it your money?
Or what? Would you rather do these projects yourself from here on out?
How's it her money? She has a point. She did earn the money. How did she earn the money? I don't get that. But I made her, right? Shouldn't it still be mine? Yeah. I am the creator. I'm the master. You're the. I'm just joking. It's a partnership. You know, you're supposed to share. Sharing is caring. I don't know how this is supposed to work anymore. Alright, fine. I wave goodbye to her and take my first step outside. Where's the camera? How's she able to see her, see Jung waving? They didn't even show a camera. The sun is shining brightly, but it's not particularly hot out. I wish I could say the same for here. It's extremely hot. I can't wait for it to be cold. I'm tired of this heat. If I had to think of a word to describe it, it would be... let's see. Annoying. Yep. Yeah, the sun is annoying. As always. Yeah, curse that sun. Why can't it be darkness all the time? That's why I put curtains in front of my window. Excuse me. That's why I put a blanket in front of my window. So I can have the darkness. I start walking toward the nearest market under the blinding luminescent sun. I can barely keep my eyes open. Thankfully, the market is just a few blocks away from my apartment. Okay, so he does live in an apartment. It's a weekday as well, so there will be less people there. Perfect time to buy groceries. Yep. Same drill as last time. Buy a week's worth of supplies and go home. What is this? Brains? One energy, red mobile. Okay. Firefly. Lloyd. Is this a Halloween shop? I can usually survive on one meal a day with small snacks thrown in here and there. Wish I could say that. 2 full bags of food, drinks, and some other things should be enough to last me a week. This should do it. All set. But before I go home, whenever I buy groceries, I never fail to go to Motomet Bakery. It is, without a doubt, the best bakery in town, maybe even the country. It's just a small family-owned shop near the market, but all of their items are drool-worthy, both in appearance and taste. Whoever owns that place should be crowned as the flower master. Oh, is this where we meet Yume? Welcome. It's probably where you meet Yume. The lady minding the shop greets me warmly, but I'm too distracted by the displays to even think about greeting her back. Everything is so irresistible. I want to buy them all, but I can't eat that much. Most of it would just go to waste. I must choose wisely, out of respect for the baker. I pick a few of the pastries, and of course I can't leave the store without some of their specialty. Devil's food cake. Just looking at it inside the display case, I can almost taste it. Yeah. Nah, I want some cake. Darn. 2 layers of sweet, soft, and airy chocolate cakes coated in a thin layer of vanilla icing that melts in your mouth with every bite. I want to grab it right out of the display case and eat it right this instant. I love it so much that I probably wouldn't be able to live without it. This is going to be the main course for today's meal. Yeah. Cake.
Thank you. Come again.
Thank you. Man, that was a great haul. I can't wait to eat this cake. Oh, That reminds me, I mentioned my birthday earlier. It's hard to believe that it's only 5 days away. I wonder why she brought that up. Wait, she also mentioned buying something online. Was it a gift for me? Wait, I thought that was obvious that she bought a gift. I could have sworn she said that. I don't remember. I wonder what it is.
Welcome
Hello,
back.
I stares at me within shock? What? I stares at me within shock. What's wrong? What?
You bought that cake again.
What, she bought the same cake? I knew that would happen. Yeah, it's a reward to myself for successfully going outside today.
How nice.
See, you made her sad because you bought the same cake as the birthday cake that she was gonna buy, or that she bought for you. I knew it.
It looks as good as always. I wish I could eat it with you.
Did she buy the same cake for his birthday? Is that what she's upset about? Even the computer programmer appreciates it. That's the kind of power of this cake has. I put the box on the small table between my computer desk and my bed. Maybe she's just saying again as in he's seen him purchase the cake before when he went to groceries last time. I don't know. This is what I use as a dining table, which works out because it also doubles as a kotatsu during the winter. What's a kotatsu? Hold on, let me look that up. Just a second. Kotatsu. So it's just a table. Yeah. Oh, it's a Japanese table. Which has... Oh, it's an electric kotatsu. Okay, so it's like some heater thing. Okay. Is a heat source, formerly a charcoal brazier but now electric, often built into the table itself. Kotatsu are used almost exclusively in Japan, although similar devices are... Okay, you'd think I would know that since I study Japanese stuff, but I've never seen those before. Okay. A heater.
I know I asked you this already, but why don't you just buy yourself an actual table?
It's fine, I don't really need one. It would take up too much space in my small room.
Then get a bigger apartment.
We don't have the money for that, woman. Come on. I don't need that either. I like it small and cozy. And besides, it's not like I use a dining table often anyway. I take the cake out of the box and start eating. Ai stares at me with envy drawn all over her face. Every bite makes me want more. Its softness, its color, its taste, it's just that good. If this is what heaven feels like, I would gladly die right now. I'd rather not die. Preferably, I wouldn't want to die. Before I know it, I'm finished the whole thing. I want more.
That's because you've been eating it like no tomorrow.
I want more, gosh darn it. Give me more. I should have bought 2. Ugh, man. What the... As I'm cleaning the table, I hear a knock. I stand still and stare at the door. The knock continues. It's definitely my door that someone's knocking on.
What are you waiting for?
Maybe it's more cake. Open the door. This is something I've not experienced in a very long time. Someone is knocking on my door? I'm not expecting anyone at all.
It's probably the delivery man.
Oh. I almost forgot. She did say she bought something online. Now it makes sense. I thought I thought it would be delivered on his birthday, which is 5 days away. I slowly open the door and see a man holding a large box. Large enough that it covers his face while carrying it. I sign the paper he hands me and take the box from him and close the door after a quick nod. So, I turn to Ai. What did you buy? Why is it this big and heavy?
Oh, stop complaining. I'm doing this for you.
So, this really is a present. This girl, she didn't need to.
Can you assemble it for me?
Did she buy a table? Please don't tell me you bought a table. I opened the box only to find out that it's a bunch of steel. What? What am I supposed to do with these?
That's a little gadget I need.
You need? This isn't a present. You tricked me. Oh. For you. I see. I feel so embarrassed that I actually expected this to be a present for me. Come to think of it, she never said anything about presents whatsoever. Yeah, okay, so you'll probably get your present on your birthday. You still have a few days left. I got way too ahead of myself. I want to dig a hole and hide. Why? It's not a big deal. I gives out a soft chuckle.
Don't worry, you will get a gift.
Huh. Gift for what? I pretend to not know what she's talking about.
I see. I guess you don't want a birthday gift after all.
What? Wait, no. I do. What's the gift? Before I know it, I'm already looking forward to my present. Normally, I'm indifferent about receiving gifts, but I'm curious to see what I will give me.
I need you to assemble the package first. I need that for your gift.
Okay. So, this package is not my present, but it will give me a present? I'm confused. I take the steel tubes and the manual out of the box. It looks like it's some kind of a pair of mechanical arms or something. She's going to use these to make me something. Although, what could she possibly make with it? I guess I'll just have to wait and see. There. I'm done. I'm going to place it here beside the table.
Awesome!
Alright.
Oh, and one more thing.
What's that?
Can you build me a cover?
A cover? Cover for what?
You know, privacy.
Oh. Oh, I know what she's building. What? No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, my first thought is that he put together some contraption that allows her to get out of the computer. It says privacy. But how is it that he can put the thing together and not know what it does? I thought he was a programmer. So he has no clue what he built? That doesn't make any sense. Well, whatever. Let me continue. What a pain. How much space do you need?
Let's see. About the size of that box.
She refers to the box that the mechanical arms were in. Mechanical arms? Huh.
That should be enough.
I wish I could see the thing that he built. I want to see it. I set her up a small workspace beside the computer table just as she asked. Oh, maybe he put together a thing that would allow her to build a thing so that she could exit the computer. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. I cover it with an old white curtain that I've been meaning to throw out. Is that good?
Perfect.
Okay.
This shall now be my mini base.
Mini base.
Now, you have to promise me you won't peek until I'm done.
Okay. I won't.
Well then, I'll be on my way.
On your way? Okay.
I'm going to be pretty busy tomorrow.
Alright. I turn my game console on. Why do you need a game console? You have a computer. You could be playing games on the computer. Unless you can't play games on the computer while she's doing her thing. What kind of console you have? While the program shuts down. You still should be able to play a game on the computer while the program is running. I has already taken care of the project, so there isn't much left to do. This pretty much sums up my everyday life. Eat, play, sleep, and an occasional grocery shopping trip. Yeah, I wish I could do that. So, first of all, I'm questioning, how is this all being paid for? Where is he getting the money? I mean, I thought that he doesn't mention work, so I thought maybe he had a job. Oh wait, no, I think maybe I is doing the work. Yeah. Maybe he made the program and I is doing some work that allows him to get money. Possible. Exactly the life I've always wanted.
Young!
What's wrong? Huh? What?
Thank God you're finally awake. Someone's knocking at the door again.
Again? Looks like I fell asleep while playing games last night. I mustered the strength to lift up... I mustered the strength to lift up my tired body and head towards the door. I slowly open the door and see a man holding a box large enough to cover his face. Yeah, again. I sign the paper draped in one of his hands and take the box from him, closing the door after a quick nod. It feels like a repeat of yesterday. Yeah, it's more stuff that she bought. The only thing assuring me that it isn't the small workspace I set up for... excuse me, I read that completely wrong. The only thing assuring me that it isn't is the small workspace I set up for I beside the table. Also, this box seems a lot heavier than the one from yesterday. I wonder what it could be. You bought another thing? I dropped the box on the floor in an attempt to open it.
Don't open that box!
Whoa, okay, I'm not gonna open the box. Why? What is it?
Stuff?
Stuff.
You'll find out when I'm done. Put it beside my mini base.
Okay. I slide the box toward her work area. You know, I can help you with whatever you're doing, too. Those small mechanical arms you bought can't do much on their own.
No, it's fine. I can do it.
Alright. I guess it defeats the purpose if I help her. I lay down in bed, but I don't think I'll be able to sleep. I'm too awake to even try right now. I start up a game instead. So how are today's projects going? What kind of projects are you doing, I? Tell me.
Oh, those? I finished all of them yesterday, along with all of the newer ones.
Seriously? Why the rush?
Well, you know, I'm going to be busy and stuff this week.
Okay. I see. As long as you don't strain your processor.
My brain is fine, Young. Thank you very much.
Whoa. A little testy there, I. You alright? Yes, your brain, sure. Why are you so mad about that? She sticks her tongue out and disappears from the screen. Okay, fine. Fine, I was just a little worried. Wouldn't be like that, women. I ignore it and continue where I left off in my game. The room is filled with the seemingly unending noises of her arm, drowning out my beloved silence. Put on headphones. By the way, have you paid the bills for this month already? She probably did. Okay, she's like, yeah. Oh. That invitation to the conference. Did you tell them I won't go? What conference?
I did.
Okay. Alright. Anything new on that blog you were... This is so awkward. I got used to I initiating the conversation. I'm just playing games, the same as always, but why does it feel different right now? Why am I so conscious about what I'm saying? I'm starting to feel bored and restless. Can I take a peek at what you're doing there?
Hey, you promised!
Alright. Come on. Just calm down. I finally got her attention. I know. I'm kidding. Can you at least give me a hint?
You'll find out when it's done.
What if I don't like it? All your efforts will be in vain.
Well then, you'll just have to suck it up.
You gotta suck it up. You really like using that phrase. It's not very nice, you know.
Okay. Let's change it then. How about... deal with it.
Hahaha, funny. Deal with it. That's not any better. And what's with the prop?
In any case, this is supposed to be a surprise. Wait and see.
I don't like surprises. She stares at me while I let out a sigh.
Fine, I'll take a break for a bit.
Okay. The mechanical noises of Ai's robot arm thing come to an end. Really? Why?
You're bored because I'm busy, aren't you?
Just a little bit. Bored? Pfft, of course not. I was just thinking.
Oh, really? Thinking about what?
About... stuff. Why do you care?
You can't lie to me, you know. I know you too well.
Fine, I'm bored, but don't worry about it. I turn away from her to hide the redness of my face. I knew Ai was waiting for me to break the silence. How long before you finish?
I'm not really sure. It's actually harder than I expected. If I work on it non-stop, I might make it on time.
Oh, so that's my birthday present. Oh, his birthday present, excuse me. I'm putting myself into this game because, you know, he seems like a shut-in. Well, he is a shut-in. Reminds me a lot of myself.
Though I'm sure you're also aware of that my runtime is getting shorter and shorter.
I don't get that. How can your runtime be shorter from a program? Yeah, I noticed. How bad is it? So what, is the program getting corrupted? Can't you just repair?
I used to be able to stay up for 19 hours. Now I can barely last 7. Though, even with that, I think I'll have enough time.
Okay. I was worried it would come to this. I only has 2 weeks left at most. Why? Why do you only have 2 weeks left? I guess I'll let her get back to her project. I sit back up and continue with my game. You better get back to work then.
But...
I can't keep waiting forever for my gift. Make sure you make it in time.
Thanks, Young.
That's right. I need to let her enjoy the remaining days of her life. Why does this program not work after a couple weeks? It's a program. It shouldn't be able to degrade. How come you just can't make a repair? Well, I don't know a ton about programming. It's not just about me anymore. The least I can do is be there for her until the end. I play for hours until Ai summons my attention.
Hey, I think it's almost time.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah, looks like it's getting even shorter.
I see. Well then, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you. Good night, Young.
She disappears and then the computer begins to power off. Good night, Ai. I don't feel like continuing my game anymore, but there is also nothing else to do. It's still a bit early, but I guess I'll try to sleep. Reboot. I missed that show. That was a very good show for the time. I was surprised to hear about... Oh, okay, let me continue. Ugh. Waking up hungry is the worst. I pull my face out from under the covers to be able to see. It's quiet in here. The only noise I can hear is the wind softly banging in the sliding door open and closed. And my stomach. Yep, and I guess my stomach. I walk to the fridge and take out 2 muffins I bought from the bakery yesterday. Oh, sweet muffins. I've only had 1 bite, yet I'm already satisfied. I turn to check the time on the clock. 3:40 a.m.? I know I went to bed early yesterday, but 3:40 a.m.? How does this even happen? Now I have nothing to do. I can play more games or something, but I'm not really in the mood right now. Luckily, I know of a place that is absolutely perfect this time of day. Or night? What do you even call 3 a.m.? I take a quick shower, put on a sweater, and grab another muffin before heading out. This town is a huge peninsula. It's almost completely surrounded by water. Almost every road in this town winds up sending you somewhere along the coastline. Because of this place's natural beauty, it's become commercialized. For that reason, it's become very popular among tourists. However, there is an off-limits area in this town that only the locals know about. I love it there. The only problem is the security in the area is almost always surveilling the place, meaning the only time you can really get in safely is this early in the morning. It's this cliff, where the land abruptly ends 100 feet above sea level. It's the highest and most distant part of town. According to the rumors, the cliff possesses a strange aura that forces people to commit suicide, or in some cases homicide. This has caused the cliff to be known as the Reaper's Peak. Townspeople, especially elders, will tell you all kinds of scary stories about this place. But, for me, the Reaper's Peak is nothing more than the most peaceful part of town. It's just a couple hours walking distance from my place, but since I love walking, that's never been much of an issue for me. Man, a couple hours? That's a long way. That's a long way. Couple hours? At least he's getting some exercise. Jeez. I wouldn't be able to walk that far unless I had my headphones. Be able to listen to some music. Top that with the fact that I love high places, and there's really nothing else I could ask for. I arrived just a few minutes before sunrises, just in time to witness the sky right before the sunrise. I sit down and let the cold breeze coming off the sea wash over me. Despite how beautiful this situation would be to anyone else, I wasn't able to take it in. Instead, my mind reverted back to the thoughts about Ai. She really didn't have much time left. I crossed my arms above my knees and rest my head on them. What the heck am I doing? I could probably help her if I want to, but a part of me thinks it might be better to just let her move on. I continue contemplating Ai's scenario until the sun peeks over the horizon. Suddenly, I hear a car off in the distance. Oh crap. That has to be the guards. I begin my descent down the side of the cliff, which eventually turns into a road. I know this place way better than anyone in town, even the guards. I walk back home at a slower pace than normal, appreciating the scenery as I'm trapped in contemplation. What should I do? If I don't do something about Ai soon, her time here is going to expire any day now. At the same time, though, would she even want to stay here? All she does is work. Is she actually happy that way? What would staying alive do for her in the first place? What if she isn't happy to begin with? After battling with myself the entire walk home, I decided that the best course of action is to stick with I until the very end. I'll let her go in peace. I should have 2 weeks left. I'm going to spend all of it with her. I'll make her so happy that she can't possibly have any regrets. I'll be nicer to her than ever before. Upon arriving at the apartment, I see another delivery guy standing in front of my door. This time, he has 2 boxes instead of just 1. That's it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I introduced myself as the tenant of that unit and entered the apartment as soon as I signed the paper.
Young, this is an emergency.
What's wrong?
There was someone knocking earlier. I think it was the delivery man. He probably left. Can you...
Yeah, I already got the packages, no problem. I kick one of the boxes, and you didn't have to kick it, come on. I kick one of the boxes into the room.
Oh, you got it. Thank goodness.
I swear, I'm opening these boxes. Don't open the box.
Hey, wait. Don't be hasty. Let's talk this over, okay?
I let out a big, irritated sigh. There really isn't a reason for me to get mad, but I do anyway. It might be because I'm continually accepting the deliveries while still being in the dark about the content of the boxes. I pushed the second box inside and closed the door. This is starting to scare me, you know.
Oh, be afraid. Be very afraid.
Oh, see, funny. I'm serious here. I'm serious.
So am I.
My phone rings. Considering there is only one person that ever calls me, I figure out who it is right away. Oh, is it Seiji? I think it's Seiji. Yep, it's Seiji, an acquaintance of mine. I give I a quick, "We're not done talking yet" look as I exit the room and answer the phone. Hello?
Hey, it's me. How's it going?
Hello, Seiji. It goes. What's up?
Nothing, just checking in on you. How's the project?
I'm still working on it, but I'll finish it soon.
That's good to hear. I've said this 1,000,000 times already, but if you have any problems, just call me, okay?
Cool. Alright. Yeah, I know.
Okay then, talk to you later.
Cool. Bye. I hang up the phone and head back inside. Now, where were we?
Hold up, Young. I have a question.
What's the question?
Do you want this gift or not?
I don't even know what it is. That is not the...
Do you want this gift or not?
No, I don't want the gift. Hey, let me...
Do you?
Yes, I do, but...
It's decided then. Let me do my thing and you'll get your gift. Comprende?
Arguing with her is no use. When she makes up her mind, there's no changing it. I'm just going to have to drop it. Besides, I already decided to let her have her fun. I pushed the boxes toward her workspace. I wondered how she could even take things out of these boxes, but I figured it would be pointless to ask. She's probably just shoot some snippy remark back at me.
So where did you go earlier this morning?
Just for a walk. My mind is so preoccupied that I give her a vaguest answer. Wait, I give her a vaguest answer I can think of. I think that should be, my mind is so preoccupied that I give her the vaguest answer that I can think of. Somewhere.
Well, that's not very specific. Somewhere could be anywhere. What are you hiding from me, Young? Confess.
No.
It's a woman, isn't it?
It's a woman. Oh, that's funny.
Secret phone call, too. It's definitely a woman.
She's getting jealous. She's getting jealous. That's funny. Oh, funny. The heck are you talking about? It was just an old acquaintance of mine checking up on me. By the way, I need to look something up on the internet.
Oh. I'm currently using 100% of the system memory.
100%? Okay, so...
Give me 1 sec, I'll...
Okay. Wait a minute, he has a phone! How come you can't check on your phone? Don't worry about it then, it's not really important. Carry on with what you're doing.
Okay then.
My mind is finally at ease compared to yesterday. I guess visiting the cliff paid off. I'm back to normal again. I turn on my gaming console and get ready to carry on with my normal activities. Moments later, I hear I scream.
Oh shoot! I did!
Whoa, what did she do? That doesn't sound good. Looks like she was so busy with whatever it was she was up to that she didn't even notice the time. Classic ditz. But now I can finally have the computer back. I finished everything I need to do on my own now that Ai isn't around to help me out. It will probably stay this way until her new project is finished, if you can even call it that. Okay, I'm liking it. There's definitely build-up. It's not like rushing to get to the main part of the story. I wake up at same time Ai's program boots up. I think that should be I wake up at the same time that Ai's program boots up. Yeah.
Good morning.
Hello, Ai. Summoning the bulk of my morning energy, I sit up in the bed. Morning.
Anything you need me to do?
Nah. Go ahead with your thing.
Alright, I'll do that then.
Before she can disappear from the screen, there's a knock on the door. I look at her unamused. She responds with the whoops face.
I'm pretty sure this is the last one. Sorry.
I stand up and make my way toward the door. As expected, it's the delivery man. He probably knows my address by heart now. This time around, he's carrying a relatively small box. Just like always, I sign the paper and take it from him. I'm starting to feel sorry for this guy. He has to be getting sick of me by now. This is all Ai's fault.
Ah, finally.
What is this?
The secret formula.
It's not gonna explode, is it?
No, silly. You can sneak that inside the mini base.
Okay.
Be very careful. That one is extremely delicate.
Alright, no problem.
And remember, no peeking.
I'm not peeking. I slowly insert the box into a small opening.
No peeking.
Alright, I gotcha. I know. I'm not peeking.
Great. Well then, I'll get on it right away.
Alright.
Oh, and you can take the big boxes away.
Cool.
Thanks.
She disappears. After I flatten and dispose of the boxes, I head to the kitchen and prepare brunch for myself. It's been 3 days since I started making this gift for me. My birthday is only 2 days away now. With all that time that she's been spending on making whatever it is, I started to feel that we're gradually drifting apart. We're barely seeing each other, barely talking to each other anymore. I keep wanting to bring it up to her, but there's only so much time in the day and even less time for her. 1 hour passes. 2 hours. 3 hours. 4. 5. Before I realize it, it's already time for Ai to go. I feel like I did absolutely nothing today. I kind of just existed. I give myself a slap on the wrist and try to search for a bright side. It's alright. After this thing is done, I'll have all the time in the world to talk to her. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Alright, that was short. Well, that session anyway. Reboot. Better a quick save. I wake up feeling like I'm in the middle of the ocean, floating around peacefully, calm, desolate. I open my eyes and see nothing but the ceiling. My mind is racing so fast that I can't even figure out why it's racing in the first place. Confused, I revert back to the only constant in my memory as of late, how I was drifting away from me. What's even worse is the fact that her runtime is getting shorter and shorter each day. It feels like she's fading away, as if something is stealing her from me as I just stand there and watch. I sit up and face the computer. Ai has probably been active for over 3 hours now. I know she's probably busy finishing up her project. I call out to her anyway. Ai.
Oh, hey there. You're awake already.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bit busy right now.
No problem. You know, I stop her before she can go back to what she's doing. I'm happy that you're making me a gift, but you really don't have to.
What's this all of a sudden?
I thought about losing you. I feel like we're getting further and further apart. All of the things I've been stuck on the last few days started spilling from my mouth the second I opened it. What was I even saying? I'm sitting here pouring my heart out, and I is just listening. Does she even care? Furthermore, I don't really need a gift. I'm satisfied enough with the things I already have. After a long pause, she smiles at me in an attempt to cheer me up.
What's with you getting all emotional as soon as you wake up? You're just imagining things.
I see. She's trying to avoid the subject. Ai disappears from the screen. Her voice instantly changes from cheerful to serious.
I'm going to give you the best gift, Young. The only gift I can give you. Just wait and see.
Alright.
Please, just let me finish this.
Alright.
I'm running out of time.
I don't understand what she means by running out of time. Is she talking about the time left until my birthday? Or the time she has left as a whole? Parts of me wants a clearer response, but the other part of me thinks I shouldn't press any further. Maybe I really am just imagining things. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. I honestly don't know anymore. It's like I'm slipping into a sort of void that I've never really felt before. What is this? Loneliness? Regret? I force my mind to clear itself and realize soon after that I'm starving. I get up to grab myself something to eat. I'm running low on food already. Didn't I just go shopping? I guess I'll need to go out again soon. Today feels so boring, lonely, empty. Something about it is making me forget how I normally live my life, how I've survived up until now. Even though today doesn't seem completely different, it lacks something. Something is missing. I carry on with what I assume are my everyday activities. Eat, clean, shower, games. It's still not enough. What am I forgetting? I sit on my bed with my back to the wall as I continue to brainstorm about why I felt so empty. Before I know, I'm staring at the computer screen across the room. Suddenly, it turns off. Jeez, at least let me know when you're leaving. Did you forget about the time again? How can a computer program forget about the time? My birthday is tomorrow, you know. You won't make it in time if you... Before I can even finish that sentence, my body begins to feel lifeless, and my eyelids grow heavier than steel curtains. I fall to my side and slope down on the bed, still facing the computer. I lack the energy to keep my eyes open anymore. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be to keep my eyes open anymore. Yeah, there's a few sentences that are phrased wrong, but it's not a huge deal. I'm sure they can fix it in a patch or something. I lack the energy to keep my eyes open anymore. My senses shut off, but I'm still awake. Probably only for a few more minutes though. Lacking the resolve to tear myself out of the bed, I glued myself to it and just lay there, doing nothing, thinking of nothing. Alright, let's quick save right here. I open my eyes and I am greeted with the same exact view as always. It feels as if only seconds have passed, but it's probably more like hours. The smell in the air, the distant noise from outdoors, it's probably around noon. The emptiness I felt yesterday had vanished. I guess I was just having one of those days. Today is it though. This is the day that Ai's gift for me should be finished. I think the sad part is that I'm more excited for Ai to be done working on the gift than to actually receive it. That way, things can go back to how they used to be before any of this. We can go back to how we used to live. Right now, I couldn't ask for anything more than that. The silence in the room that has spent the last few days suffocating me started to dissipate. I walk up to the computer, beaming with energy. Hey, Ai. So are you done with the... She should already be up by now, but there's no sign of her. All I see on the screen is... a letter? Dear Young, I hope you're reading this on the day of your birthday. The past week has been a race against time. Even after all of my hard work, I was barely able to finish this. I'm happy to say that your present is ready, but before you open it, there are a few things I want to say. I want to thank you for creating me. All things considered, it was a gift of life. There's no other way to put it. Even now, I still find it a little weird, being able to think and feel. But because of that, I was able to make memories with you, and that's more than enough to be thankful for. There is absolutely nothing I can say or do to show you how just grateful I am for you. There is absolutely nothing I can say or do to show you how just grateful I am for everything you've done for me. You created me. Okay, this sentence, there is absolutely nothing I can say or do to show you how grateful I am. I think they should take out the just. That doesn't sound right. Oh, to show just how grateful. To show you how... Yeah, this sentence right here I think needs to be fixed. I think it should be to show you how grateful I am. I think you take this out. But the me you have created is gone. We both knew the program was destined to end sooner or later. We both knew the risks. So before my program broke down enough to wipe out your hard drive, I decided to get rid of it. I'm sorry I didn't get to say goodbye properly. I'm sorry I didn't spend my last few days with you. I know that's not what you wanted, but please don't be sad. This is a new beginning. It's the start of a new life. So please, take my gift. Oh, that kind of sucks. So that means that I'm assuming that she made a copy of herself, but it doesn't have the memories. I'm assuming. I have no idea. We'll know in a minute. So it's like a blank slate? Maybe? We'll see. I hope you like it. Love, I. So sad. What? What the heck are you talking about, I? What do you mean goodbye? I rapidly opened up the program files of my computer. It's just like she said. The program's gone. I is gone. There's not a single trace of anything. Come on, I. You can't just... I fall into my chair and stare down... I fall into my chair and stare zone out. My mind is bombarded with one question after another. I want to let loose all the grief and sadness building up inside me, but I'm so confused that I can't even remember how to cry. Out of all the words I need to say at this very moment, there's only one that's able to find its way out. Why? Breathe in. Breathe out. The more I try to gather my thoughts, the more I lose myself. What should I even be thinking right now? My mind goes blank, my body goes limp. The last time I really even spoke to I was during our date. After that, we barely even saw each other. 6 days managed to pass by without us interacting, and now she's telling me she's gone? I thought I was prepared for this. This isn't how it was supposed to be. Not like this, I. Not like this. Before I realize it, I'm standing in front of the curtain hiding I's present. This was the only thing she left behind. You idiot. I told you I didn't need a gift. What could possibly be worth giving up the rest of the time we had together? My hand slightly pinches part of the drapery. What I'm feeling at this moment is neither sadness nor regret, but fear. I'm honestly terrified of what lies behind this curtain. I'm terrified that all of the emotions I've been holding back would explode into rage as soon as I pull back the shroud. How could this possibly be worth it? Why didn't she just listen to me and not bother making me a gift in the first place? If I knew this was going to happen, I would have never brought to those boxes inside. I gulped down the air left in my throat as I braced myself for what I'm about to see. Slowly, I let the cover slide down, and there sits a body of a naked woman with a familiar face, surrounded by a few small boxes that appear to be functioning as machines. Her eyes twitch as she awakes from her slumber for the very first time. Hello, I. She looks at me and smiles. I wonder, so do you have your memories? Not knowing what else to do, I simply stare at her. I'm in awe. She opens her mouth and utters a single word. A single word? Okay, they need to fix that too. That's supposed to be word. She opens her mouth and utters a single word.
Surprise.
Wow. Okay, so she remembers who she is. That's good. The tears I'd forgotten how to let out began streaming down my cheeks. My body weakens and brings me to my knees. Uh-oh. Oops, I just closed the game. Crap. Where's the game? Oh, there we go. Alright, that was about to scare me. The tears I'd forgotten how to let out began streaming down my cheeks. My body weakens and brings me to my knees. I raise my hands and reach for her face. It's warm. As warm as a person can be. Her present to me was a human body, a new container for her disappearing program. She was able to do something like this? You idiot! I smile back at her. Moments later, my brain finally grasps that I am touching the body of a naked woman and sends me jumping backwards. Oh, I'm sorry. I grab a shirt from my closet and reach out to give it to I, still looking away. Here, put this on.
Okay, but
But what?
I'll need help.
Help? No, you don't. No, you don't need help. Help with what? From the corner of my eye, I notice that her fingers are shaking. She can barely move them. She's not used to this body yet. That explains why her voice is so soft and cracking. Still looking away, I manage to pull the shirt over her. Her hands shake while trying to cooperate. Mine are shaking for a completely different reason. The shirt was long enough to cover half of her lower body in addition to her top. She grabs onto my arm and pulls down as if she's trying to climb up. I hold on to her elbows and help her get to her feet. She's surprisingly light. Her skin is... Okay, I just have to say that this picture is going on for quite a while. I thought they would switch by now. Her skin is soft and smooth, just like a real human would be. Okay, there we go. I was about to say. It's been going on quite a bit. It's kind of awkward. I mean, I know you don't really see anything, but still. Anyway, I help her walk toward the bed and sit her down. While she's trying to maintain her balance sitting up, I grab a pair of boxers from the closet for her to wear. Boxers. Raise your legs, I'll put these on. Raise your legs, I'll put these on you. I never thought a time would come that I would be helping I put on underwear. There you go. How are you feeling?
Weird.
Yeah, weird is the word. She lets out a quick laugh. Her voice is starting to sound more natural. There are still so many questions I need answers for. I stare at her, lost for words.
What is it? You look like you just
Yeah,
saw a
first of all,
ghost.
how did you get machines to build you a body? Are you really human? That doesn't make any sense. I would be looking at the machines. I mean, that's the first thing I'm curious about. I saw an android. That's basically the same thing.
How rude. It's not like I'm made out of steel and wires.
What are you made out of? How do you have human flesh?
Well, at least not entirely.
Okay. What do you mean not entirely?
Real human brains are too complicated to replicate. I had to improvise.
Okay. Just as I feared, she really did make a flesh and bone representation of the human body from scratch. I can only imagine the amount of skill and knowledge that must take. She did it in just a few days. Even though I was having a hard time believing it, the proof was right there. This meant that I had reached a level of intelligence surpassing that of a human's. An artificial superintelligence. Even though that was the reason I created her in the first place, it still blew my mind.
You look a little less surprised than you should be right now.
As if I'd be impressed by an android who can't even replicate a brain.
Stop calling me an android! At worst, I'm a human being with a prosthetic brain.
Okay. I has always been passionate about being human. The fact that she was able to make a 3D body for herself when she was still a program goes to prove just that. She mentioned wanting a real body before, but I didn't think she'd actually find a way to make one. Now, she's sitting right here in front of me, as real as she can be. So, what are those? I pointed at the small machines near her workspace, or what used to be her workspace.
Oh, don't worry about those. They're just some things I made to help with your present.
I want to ask her exactly what kind of equipment you need to make a human body, but I accept the fact that I will not even slightly understand even if she tells me. No, I still would want to know, because that's just bizarre. It's freaky. It's freaky. I can't think of anything that could do that. Unless she was able to get some embryo or something and grow it. No, I would have to see the machines. This was, by all means, the textbook definition of a present. I definitely never asked for this. I never asked for this. Not like I'm complaining or anything. Eye opens and closes her hands over and over again, never being able to move more than one finger at a time.
I can't believe the amount of muscles you need to use just to do something as simple as this.
Okay, she's learning. You'll get used to it eventually. It'll take time, though. It normally takes children around a year just to learn how to walk.
Don't underestimate me. I'm more capable than a child. I'm more capable than anyone on this planet. I'll learn how to walk in just a few minutes.
Okay. I see. Well, good luck. I'm taking a nap in the meet. What do you mean you're taking a nap? I would be asking her a bunch of questions. I would be extremely curious about how the heck she was able to do this. And you want to take a nap?